one of these guys will continue to get to play Summoner's War in 2020 at the World Championships. And to find out, let's head on over to Stoic to take us through this third place match.
Here we go, guys. Like you said, this is the third place match. This person is going to the World Finals. It's SHIKI and GAIA. We got pre-bans coming out here. Okeanos getting pre-banned and a Lauren getting pre-banned by SHIKI. Interesting choice of the Lauren.
Interesting choice on the Lauren pre-ban by SHIKI, knowing that SHIKI does take the Lauren from time to time. And actually a first pick Barbara is also super interesting. Again, that Sierra's a great pick. I'm not sure about Daphnis in that spot there, but I guess given the fact that Oki doesn't exist on the field anymore, Daphnis is an okay pick.
Yep, so Ciara Daphnis coming out for GAIA, and then we have Vanessa Fran coming out for SHIKI.
Yeah, and Vanessa Fran is definitely, Vanessa makes sense here. It's a pretty common response. I would expect to see some sort of a water monkey from a normal player here, but again, you know that GAIA does like his Bastet a lot, so Bastet Ethna will be the response.
Ooh, SHIKI knew exactly what to draft after seeing that Bastet Ethna. Very quick to locking in a Hathor Chiwu.
Yeah, that's a very, very quick lock-in, and I'm not sure if he's written out the draft ahead of time on paper because this is not something you see often. You know, some sort of a Bastet into a Ethna Daphnis. And if GAIA doesn't take a speed lead here, that leaves it open for his Sierra to be banned out. So interestingly enough, I think he probably needs to take out that Hathor, especially when he's going for that Tyrannese. He's signaling a ban on that Hathor, surviving a hit from Barbara, and then looking to take the game on turns 2, 3, and 4.
Well, that's a lot of sustain when you bring that Wind Druid into a comp like this, but still scary. Nevertheless, bans are going to be coming out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure which side is more favored here, but taking out that Chiwu is also interesting here. Basically means that GAIA is going to get to blow up a unit and then have an Ethna off the back foot. So interesting to see how this pans out.
Yep, most definitely speed leads for both teams. Here we go. We've got GAIA and SHIKI, and we've got GAIA taking first turn with that Bastet, getting shields up, boosting up his team. Hellfire's coming up, not getting that defense break onto Vanessa, but applying a lot of damage, though. Ooh,
yeah, that's
getting an additional turn as well.
Yeah, that is a massive miss there, but again, additional turn, I guess, kind of makes up for it there. At the same time, the Ethna does so much damage onto this Barbara.
Yep, definitely a lot of damage there. Not choosing to finish off that Vanessa just yet, but Ciara is going to be there, ready and waiting. Bombs coming out onto that Barbara. To choose to detonate it, Fran would have to cleanse off. Does drop that Vanessa as well.
Yeah, very smart play to detonate it. Just dismount the Barbara there, knowing that the Fran can pick up that Barbara. So instead, now dismounting it, a lot less chance that it can come back. There is no defense break on the field anymore. And I think GAIA just needs to ride out this 2-turn sweep and then win the game.
Yep, that is correct. I mean, you see Hathor looking to put everybody down there, not receiving it onto the Ethna. Ethna's unit focus is going to be trying to get rid of this Barbara first. And then I am not too sure how SHIKI can win it with just a Hathor and Fran.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how he can win either, and I don't think he knows how he can win either. I think he's just thinking about the next match here. It's pretty much, he's in a really rough spot here. That Sierra is going to do a lot of work later.
There's the additional turns coming out of the Daphnis. Daphnis does have Overwhelm. Throws in the Overwhelm, still applying a lot of damage to this Barbara. Barbara is looking a little low right now, but we're going to see a ton of damage coming out of this second skill, and does not one-shot, but gets the additional turn to finish off that Daphnis.
That's a giant, massive proc here. And actually, well, that's also a big proc on the other way because that does so much damage onto the Barbara.
Yep, most definitely. But Barbara is still going to be alive here. Curse the Beautiful coming out looking to get rid of that Barbara, and does so. Defense break sitting on top of both Hathor and the Fran. Bomb does land on top of the Fran. Can Hathor get the additional turn here? And the cleanse coming out of Fran on herself.
Yeah, so it does get the additional turn. Does have a Hathor coming up with skills up, but again, this Ethna should have skill 3 up next turn. So unless this Ethna goes down, GAIA is going to be able to be facing this Ethna, which does a lot of damage.
Yep, SHIKI does have sustain. We're going to find out if that's going to be enough here. It gets the attack break onto the Ciara, but Ciara is going to be revenging as well, cycling a ton of attack value.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a formality here, just going through the motions here. GAIA does have this one in the bag. There's a lot of damage, too much damage coming out from Ciara, and then the Ethna. The bombs can miss every single time, and the autos would still do a lot of damage in with it.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Attack break does not land on that Lauren as well, but you see another bomb, and this one's not attack broken, but once again, double resist coming onto the Fran, or you might be speaking the truth here.
I mean, we might see a miss of every single bomb here, and maybe somehow Shiki can come back if he's able to control attack bars and control cooldowns here. But that's 2 missed bombs in a row, not even a dot.
Not even a dot, but looking at a capture here, looking to stun up this Fran. Does get the stun, finished up the Fran. That should be it for Shiki. Huge sigh of relief coming out for GAIA. GAIA taking round 1 against Shiki for this 3rd place finish here. We've got new pre-bans coming in here. So Hathor and Barbara getting pre-banned by Shiki.
Yeah, and also the Barbara first pick by Shiki earlier was also very interesting and questionable. Sierra is a very strong monster and does work quite well into Barbara. I mean, Gaia's not even taking a Barbara. Well, Barbara is pre-banned, but even if it wasn't, would not be taking it first. Sierra is a great pick. I'm not sure about the instant Vanessa Fran pick from Shiki, just generally because GAIA is likely not going to take a Sierra and Vanessa together.
GAIA really liking the Staffness. He's hovering it right now. Locks in the best stat as well. Likes both these units a lot.
Yeah, and I would like to see some sort of maybe a Triton or an Okeanos type of thing from the side of Shiki, maybe even a Chiwu if he wants to fight for turn 1. If he wants to fight something in the middle where he allows them to go first and then kind of cut or go with immunity, he would have to take out the Daphne. So all those options on the table, decides he still wants to fight for turn 1.
I like what Shiki did there. He took that unit back in and bringing a Chiwu and Okeanos. We're seeing a double anti-crit coming out from GAIA, Molly and a Chroma.
Very solid response from GAIA here. I mean, it looks like Molly might be the ban that makes the most sense, but at the same time, Shiki just doesn't have enough damage to push through anything. And I don't think that Okeanos was on additional damage artifacts as we saw in the previous couple of matches. So I'm not sure if he's going to have enough damage to push through. It's a lot of healing and a lot of anti-crit coming from the side of GAIA and damage on the back foot. So GAIA could probably just ban up the last unit and just win the game outright.
Well, Shiki's last pick, wrapping up his draft there, is going to be that Verdi heal. And the Chroma is going to be getting banned out on GAIA's side of the field, and that Verdi heal is getting banned out on Shiki's side of the field. Speed leads for both teams. And here we go, guys. We've got GAIA, we've got Shiki going into round 2 for our 3rd place finish here. We've got the Chiwu taking first turn, possibly looking for a full attack bar pushback. Going for a second skill on top of the Daphnis, which is actually a very smart play.
Well, I'm not sure about that move there, deciding that he was okay letting the Bastet go because that Daphne still does enough damage. So I'm not sure what Shiki was thinking there. I'm not sure if he was thinking at all because now his team is gone and he's going to be down 0-2.
Definitely going to be down 0-2. I think he was hoping that attack buff was not going to be enough, though. Getting the anti-buff and not receiving attack buff, eliminating a unit. Shiki was wrong. GAIA just steals that round 2 away from Shiki. I see a little change of pace coming out of Shiki. He needs to try his best to take a round for GAIA, but we're going to see. We're going into that match right now. Pre-bans from last time. Hathor, Barbara getting banned out. And you can see the new pre-bans coming in here. Okeanos and Ethna.
Yeah, so pre-bans all over the map here. I mean, maybe for once when we don't see a pre-ban on the Lord, maybe Shiki has a chance here. But kind of weird to see these pre-bans be different all the times. It means that they haven't really prepped for this matchup here. They're just kind of winging it. So Ethna pre-ban and the Oki pre-ban means that first turn may mean a lot less, but both of them have enough first turn monsters in the form of, at least GAIA does, in the form of Bastet, Minas, things like that, that the lack of Oki, lack of Ethna is not going to deter him from fighting for speed.
Yep. We'll see what this first pick coming out of Shiki is. He's going to take a unit away from GAIA. I want to say more than likely we should be seeing a CR first pick coming out of Shiki. And it looks like we're getting right into the match here. We've got Shiki and GAIA already going head-to-head with it right now. Pre-bans, like we saw before, are still in. The Okeanos and Ethna first pick being the Barbara. We see the CR, the Daphnis, Vanessa Fran coming out for Shiki as well. Once again, Bastet Chiwu for GAIA's side of the field. Shiki looking at drafting a Wind Druid.
Yeah, Shiki's very, very wide open to all in plays. I would like to see that Triana drop down. Does not drop that Triana. So he is actually quite open to a lot of damage here. GAIA, actually, I really would have liked to see that Triana drop down, but unfortunately was not able to get that down. GAIA will be able to open up this match. Very likely he's probably going to take out either that Vanessa or that Barbara here. And I think GAIA just needs to round out his draft with one more piece of damage that synergizes with his team here. And he does have that both speed lead. So again, one more piece of damage, as I said. So Chris looks to be the pick here. As we saw earlier, we know it's a very fast unit. I think Vanessa is probably going to be the ban here. given the fact that that Barbara is quite fast, I think it makes the most sense to take out Vanessa. But a Terranese ban would also be semi-acceptable.
All right, so the Vanessa is going to be banned out here. CR is going to be banned out here. We get a chance to see Chris once again coming out for GAIA. Let's see if it's going to work out for him again. Going into a round 3 with SHIKI and GAIA. Let's go. Speed lead coming out for GAIA. And another 10% speed lead coming out for SHIKI. Going into this round 3. Let's go. Fast stats going to be boosting up. We're getting an attack buff on top of this Chris, but the Chi was getting the first, second turn here, going for a full team streak attack bar reduction as well.
Yeah, and actually, if he's able to strip everything off, that Daphnis is not going to be able to kill something potentially, but Chris plus the Daphnis will kill something. So if that Chris is going to be able to do a ton of damage here, Daphnis needs to be able to reset a lot of units.
Ooh, it's not, but it's able to get the additional turn. Does not finish off that Fran just yet, though. Went for the Overwhelm. Overwhelm does drop Fran and resets the team.
Yeah, and it's giant. That Overwhelm did reset both the Hathor and the Terranese, so it's pretty giant. But at the same time, SHIKI does have the ability to take out a unit here. Does not do anything to this Daphnis.
Yep, looking to get an attack break on the Daphnis, not receiving it there. Curse the Beautiful coming out. Can we get the defense breaks on top of that Wind Druid? We do get it. No stuns going on to the Daphnis. Can see a nice first skill, going on to the Barbara. Hellfire could be coming out here. Is that reset still on top of the Wind Druid? Choosing not to.
And that's a massive proc there, dropping the Hellfire onto the Wind Druid here. So Wind Druid is going to go down, but is going to revive. That Hathor does have a skill 3 on the back foot, though. So that Chris needs to take out that Wind Druid now, or SHIKI can possibly stabilize.
Yeah, it really does. Chooses to go and take advantage of the defense break sitting on top of the Barbara, though. Hathor is going to be putting everybody to sleep. Any resists on the side of GAIA's field? No resists at all.
Yeah, so he goes for the Wild Blow on the Chris. I don't know if that was a bit greedy here, but definitely wanted to heal up here. I think at some point he does need to revive that Barbara and then go to work here. I think actually SHIKI has a very good chance of coming back in this match.
Yep, looking for the attack break on that Chris, not receiving it, though. You could see a lot of damage being taken towards that Wind Druid, though.
Yeah, interesting choice earlier, that Daphnis not blowing up that Hathor here. And again, this is going to allow SHIKI to blow skill 3 and bring up that Barbara. Barbara's quite good into the remaining units. So GAIA is going to need to do a lot of damage in order to win this match here.
Yep, that is right. That revive obviously puts Barbara right back onto the Beast, looking to strip that defense buff on top of the Wind Druid. Does get it. Overwhelm's going to be coming out. I believe it got the reset onto the Hathor as well. Drops that Wind Druid.
Yeah, it drops the Wind Druid, which is massive, but at the same time, Daphnis is going down soon. He needs to dismount the Barbara or sleep on the Barbara.
Does get the fire sleep onto the water unit. That is massive.
That is absolutely massive, because once this Hathor goes down, there's no way the Barbara is going to be able to take out both the Bastet and the Chiwu. So SHIKI looks like he's going to eat a 3-0 loss here.
There it is. Hathor gets defense broke and destroyed. GAIA looking super strong right now. Going for the strip attack bar pushback onto the Barbara. Gets it all. Knocks it right off the Beast. There is no way SHIKI's going to come back from this one. Curse the Beautiful looking for a defense break. Gets every single debuff she could. And that is not going to be enough to finish off that Daphnis. GAIA is taking round 3 away from SHIKI.